going to start our photo editing unit today. You will need to go to Google Classroom, and your first editing assignment will be changing the brightness and contrast of a picture. You need to come to this picture right here and click on it, and then you need to download this picture. So you're going to click on these three dots here and say open in a new window, and then you will click the download button, and now it will go into your downloads. And then we need to go back, and we are going to use a free website for editing our photos called Pixlr, and it's a really great editing program. I really like it. It's a lot like Photoshop, and I think it's great because you don't have to pay for it. So click on Pixlr, and it's pixlr.com/editor. Now, if your Pixlr does not load, you might need to click on the lock right here, and if it says flash, you will need to make that say allow. Sometimes it says ask, and that means it stops it, so make sure that says allow. If you don't see this, there should be something that says site settings, and you can go to site settings and look for flash, and flash should say allow. So make sure you have those checked so that you can use Pixlr. It says create a new image or open an image from a computer. Well, we have an image that we've already downloaded. So I'm going to say open an image from computer, and it went into my downloads folder, so I'll click on the deer and say open. Right now this photo is okay, but we want to make some adjustments to it. We want to make it brighter. We would like to change the contrast of it, and it's really easy. I mean, this is really a great program. So you're going to go adjustments, and then you're going to go to brightness and contrast, and you can move this box if you need to, and you're just going to play with this a little bit and see how it looks. So maybe you want to bump up the brightness a little bit, and maybe you want to bump up the contrast. Now if you bump up your contrast too much, it looks kind of weird. We don't want the photos to look weird, we just want them to look better. So I'm going to pick one, and I will put OK. And then we can go to hue and saturation. We can check that out. So as you can see, the saturation kind of makes these yellowish colors and the red come out a little bit more. Let's try the hue. That looks weird. It's not green. That looks weird. It's not what we're trying to achieve. So don't make it look like odd. Just make it look nicer, and then you will click OK. Why don't we also crop it? So to crop it, you're going to use the crop tool, and the toolbar over here, as you can see, it tells you, if you hover, it will tell you what each of these tools are. So I'm going to go to the crop tool, and I'm going to draw a rectangle around the deer, and then you hit return, and now your photo is cropped. And now the last thing is you need to save it. So you need to say file, save, and I would call it deer by and your name, and then say OK. Notice where it's saving in the downloads. Hit save, and then you will need to go back to Google Classroom, and you will need to submit that file in Google Classroom. So you guys have a really great day, and I think you will really enjoy our photo editing unit.